is the Visionary Village weekly strategy call. I'm going to do a couple of housekeeping in order to make sure that I'm going live. Got to see if I'm going live on Facebook, see if I'm going live on YouTube. So now YouTube just gave me the notification that I'm live. All right. Let me make sure that I'm going. All right. So I am up on everything right now. Okay, so let me see. Ooh, got something new here. Now, as you guys can see, the crypto market is on fire. And one of the things that I want you guys to know, I've been busy with doing consultations, getting new members into the VIP, and just overall, I get an influx of people coming in and asking questions, right? This is the reason why I put the free community together, guys. Like, I get it. Maybe you don't like me. Maybe you think that I'm braggy or something like that. I don't know what it is. But the reason why I put the free community together and the reason why I'm making this content is because I want you to be able to duplicate the success I had in investing in cryptocurrencies and other endeavors, right? Even just in digital entrepreneurship, content creation, other things that I offer. But let's just keep it on the crypto stuff right now, right? And then so I'm going to share my screen here, and I want you guys to understand. As you can see, there's certain things pumping, and there's things that's not pumping. We are not even technically in an altcoin season right now as we speak. One of the most important things that you need to understand, right, is that why does the crypto market move? It moves off of narratives. I'm a person who delved deep into the technology, understanding the utility, and having real world use case and things like that. Now, moving forward, that's going to make me a huge bag. It's already have done me a good service because that's where I got the confidence to consistently invest in these projects, right? Many people are speculative, and then you would be surprised how many people tell me that they don't have time to look, right? I don't have time to move in all this trading and all this other stuff. You have to decide what type of investor you are, right? See, me, I knew that when I first started, I couldn't read charts. I'm still not even the greatest at it, right? I can't read charts. I was unfamiliar with anything. So I had to start with some foundational principles, right? These are the same things that you have to start thinking about yourself. When you start investing, you have to understand and identify what type of investor you are, right? Turn out all the noise, right? Like we live in this world where either you're a crab in a barrel, right? Or you're the frog that's in the boiling water that doesn't realize the tumultuous world that's around you, right? And then you don't realize that the world is changing around you, but you're just sitting in the same spot, right? Like, and that's what actually, when I first started getting content creation, and then one of the things that made me like understand things better was just understanding that many people typically they just they're hurt, they're broken, right? Because I have my own personal story of things that I deal with and I've done with and I've overcame, and I've done my own personal development, right? Is that I don't look at the world with cynicism. I don't look at the world to be a hater, right? Even I like to have fun myself because I don't take myself so serious, but I'm a very serious person, right? But I don't take myself serious publicly because one, I don't typically like people because many people haven't figured out themselves enough yet, right? They're all caught in that drama triangle, right? And that's something that I recommend everyone look into. You're either the victim, the persecutor, or the rescuer, right? So everyone's always playing that role, right? You're either the victim of someone who actually just committed harm to you or done something wrong to you or anything like that. You're the persecutor, right? And the persecutor is usually the person who's inflicting the pain, right? Or you're the rescuer, right? And this happens the way the cycle of the drama triangle works, right? Is the victim, once they survive it, right? They become the rescuer because they want to stop someone. And that was a phase that I was in my cryptocurrency and investing journey, is that I wanted other people to have me rescue them, right? Well, I was like, I want you to learn from my mistakes. I want to do this, right? Then there's the persecutor, or the person who's been burned by someone before, or they've been burned before, right? So they were the victim once. So now what they do is they believe everything is a scam, right? And this is the drama triangle, right? There's some people, like, you have to think when you step out, like, your next level, we're going through a digital transformation. I always talk about the World Economic Forum, and you definitely need to read the book, The Fourth Industrial Revolution, right? If you join my free community, I have the PDF version of the book that you can just go to resources and click on it and read the book. You will understand that we are going through a digital transformation, whether you like it or not. It started with the self-checkouts, right? Actually, it started even before that. What do you think the ATM machine is? It says it specifically in the name. Automated teller machine, right? They automated the bank teller, right? You pull up to the drive-thru, you've already been playing the game before you even realized it. This is what I'm trying to get people to realize, is if you look at the world with all this skepticism and cynicism and wishing it was like the days of old, it's better now. I don't care what you say. Even if you try to get on the social stuff, man, like, what I mean is just like, life is better today, right? And the thing is things, you can't go from A to Z. You have to go through all the steps. I'm not saying the world's going to change overnight, but once you realize mentally that the easiest way, the journey of 1,000,000 steps or 10,000 steps begins with the first step. It's an old proverb. I can't remember what it is. It's not important now, right? Now, I say all of this, right, is because I'm not in competition with anyone but the person who I was yesterday, right? So one of the things that I started putting this content out here is that I wanted to start teaching people how I see this opportunity, right? I'm not trying to tell you conspiracies and stuff like that, right? Because what are you going to do about it, right? And I can tell you one thing, the easiest way to do anything about any conspiracy is to make some money, to make some changes, right? My own personal goal is that I plan to exit. My investment strategy is that I go bye-bye 2030, right? 6 years from now, or 5 years now, right? 5 years from now, I'm out. I know, and that's where I'm keeping my head down into the sand. 5 years from now, I'll be 47 years old, still young and youthful, right? And I might even I might be 46. Let me give myself a little younger stuff, right? But anyhow, I want you to understand that when you first start investing in cryptocurrency, and that's what the beginning half of all this was, is that working on your mindset is one of the most important things ever, right? You can't be this person who just sees XRP going to the moon, right? And then all you want to do is jump in and buy XRP, right? That's a dumb move. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's a dumb move, right? And I know it sounds good, right? And this is what I want people to understand, is this is what I mean, is that when you see the market is green, right? And I think it's actually a Rothschild has the saying, right? And then he was an investment banker back in like the early 1900s, right? And it says the biggest opportunities is when there's blood in the streets, right? When the market is red, right? I've been making the content about for you to see the opportunities before this moment that's coming now. If you had listened to me, right? Many of you, and I get it. Everybody loves to play the victim. But let me tell you, life doesn't care. I can be compassionate and empathetic towards the fact that, I didn't know what I was going to do. But that's why I tell people that time is your most valuable resource. The time that you take on trying to figure out, what are you going to do? What's my next move, right? That's why most successful people, they figure it out later. You don't have to have all the answers now. Start with what you know. It's like I tell my kids, when they take tests in math and do their homework. Don't overcomplicate it, son. Start with what you know. What do you know about addition? What do you know about subtraction, right? Now, look at this problem. What do you know? Well, in order to get this, I have to do this. Okay, then do that. See, problem, solve, and then that's what you do. Problem, solve, agitate, right? That's marketing thing. And that's why it was in my head. I had to say it to get it out. But anyhow, I want to get to this crypto stuff, right? Now, first and foremost, this strategy call is just going to be about you all understanding that what you need to do is work on your mindset. When you put your money into the market, if XRP is already up nearly 400%, how much meat do you believe is left on the bone when you put your money in, right? Now, and don't blame crypto for the fact that you think that, oh, it's 400%, it's going to go up higher, right? See, in this live strategy call, I'm going to explain to you why the barbell strategy that I give to you for free, right? See, the part that you need my help with is how can I explain it to you? That's why, yeah, you can Google stuff for free, right? See, my job, not my job, my skill set, and the thing that I think my value is that being able to communicate the things that I know to you on your level, right? Now, the reason why the mindset part is I can't help anybody who already thinks they're a loser. Because, see, I'm not a life coach. I'm not here to pep talk you about anything's possible and like tell you the backstory about what I came from. I'm built different. You're built different. There's things that may be a setback to other people that may not be to you. There's things that's a setback and a difficult, an unrecoverable situation to somebody, right? See, me, my favorite saying is rock bottom, right? The best part about rock bottom, there's only one way to go. And then once you realize that, right, everything's powerful. So now, let's start with this investment strategy, right? So now, I want you to realize what I was trying to say about the crypto market, right? So let me pull up this screen here. Which one do I want? I want an entire screen. Let's go to this one right here. Share. All right. So as you can see, this is coin market cap, right? And what I want you to realize, right? This is my watch list, right? These are the things that I watch all the time. I watch Bitcoin because I am a Bitcoin maxi and everyone should be, but you need to see the opportunity in altcoins as well, right? So one of the things that I want you to realize is that you see how it has name, price, and then it has 1 hour percentage, 24, 7 days, that's a week out, right? All that stuff is important as well. I'll get to that. And market capitalization, right? So the market cap, right? And I have this strategy here, right? Let me click on it because I'm going to walk you guys through this. So this is the crypto barbell strategy that I came up with, right? So now, what I want you to realize, right, is that you get this for free. I started out giving the email before I started the community. This came out in the so now right here it says, I'm Michael James. My journey in cryptocurrency investing began with chasing every project that influencers would shill. I stretched my investment capital thinly across numerous projects, at one point having investments in 20 different cryptocurrencies with less than $10,000 total. That is a key. This scattergun approach turned out to be a terrible idea, a phenomenon known as diversification. It means that your expected return decreases more than your risk profile because of your poorly balanced risk asset management. One of my biggest realizations and regrets was not putting more money into the best projects while no one has a crystal ball. Focusing on more strategic approach has yielded a better result, right? So now, the reason why this is important, right, is how did I come up with this, right? See, I had to understand what was the difference in cryptocurrency projects, right? So now let's start simple. The best way that I can explain this barbell strategy is that you have to understand first, do you how much can you afford to invest regularly, or is this a one-time, one-off thing? Are you going to do it every month? You have to make that decision before you invest, right? And even if you don't know, what are you going to do the next 30 days? This is what I will do with you on a strategy call. What kind of money do you have coming into it? I don't need to know how you make the money. What you want is first find out how much money do you plan on investing. So let's just say, let's keep a nice smooth number. You have $1,000 a month that you can afford to invest, right? Now, here's the other thing. I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. The point that I'm trying to make to you guys here is that one of the things that if you just Google it, right? Go to a net worth calculator. And I implore everyone, because this was the most important thing about my success as an investor, and this is as a self-taught individual, right? You need to discover how much it costs to be you. What is the operating cost of you being yourself, right? Then after you understand that, now you need to see what is your net worth. Go into Google, go to a net worth calculator, and if you don't understand it, this is where you being afraid of Chat GPT and AI and thinking the robots are going to take your jobs and all that other stuff. Why don't you use it to increase your impact in the marketplace, right? So what you need to understand, the biggest part and the biggest thing that you need to understand, right, is what is your net worth. Why do I say that? Because they say that you should take 2% of your net worth and invest it in cryptocurrency, right? Now, I don't believe that to be the facts, but I do believe that's the safest way for you not to lose everything if you go invest in Shiba coin, or you're the type of person who comes in and you're going to put $1,000 into XRP after it's up 400%, and then you've never had any experience with investing. The market corrects, and then your 400% that you thought was going to maybe go up to 800%. Who knows? That's why you need to understand and have the conversation, right? So now, once you understand that, right, what you need to do is you need to understand that I have this much a month to invest, right? So this is 2% of my net worth. This is what it is. Let's just go with $1,000, something nice and easy, right? So now, as you can see here, it says understanding the 3 tiers of cryptocurrency. Before diving into the strategy, let's understand the 3 tiers of cryptocurrency investments based on market capitalization and its associated risk, right? So now, what you have here, right, is the 3 tiers. Is what I call high market capitalization, the mid market caps, and then the low market caps, right? So now I'm telling you to ignore every other investor and listen to what I'm trying to tell you, right? The most important thing, because as I was saying, is that many people don't just care about, right? They don't care about money. Like, they don't care about the technology. What people really care about is what people really care about is money. So once you find out how much you have to invest, right, you need to identify, do you care about the money or the technology? Or is it both, right? Because once you make up your mind on that, right, I'm investing to make money. I'm investing because I believe in this technology and what it's going to do. And in the future, this is going to be incredible, right? So now, let's just start with, we have $1,000 to invest, and we want to make that money grow, right? Everybody wants to. We're in the recession, right? So now, what I want you to realize, right? High market cap, as you can see, I might have to zoom it in. Let me see, zoom it in, bigger, right? There we go, right there. That looks good. So as you can see, we got high market capitalization, right? It's anything greater than $10 billion, right? And no, like, and I get it. We live in a consumer-based society that's based off entertainment and it's based off consumerism, right? Names is important to people, right? I'm just giving you examples based on things that I believe, right? And what I want you to know before we get into the strategy, right? Just what is market capitalization, right? So now you can come over here, right, to XRP, right? And then, well, you can come over here to coin market cap. Sorry, I just read that there. And there's a little I that stands for information on. So now it says the total market value of a cryptocurrency circulating supplies. It is analogous to the free float capitalization in the stock market, right? So now it's the same thing. The market cap is how much money is actually is total inside of how much capital is inside of the market of this particular project, right? It's straightforward. That is the fifth grade way. How much capital, money, is in the market, which how many people have invested into Bitcoin, right? And holding it, right? Because the market cap goes down when people sell it, right? That's what they call sell off, right? So now, and then now in market cap in this asset. So whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or anything, right? But while we're here, I'm gonna go back and click on this. See how it says examples, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the risk is low. Now, it says low risk, but all investments are risky because you're not in control of the daily operations of business, right? You're also not in control of the market's and variable nuances. You're not in control of real estate. You're not in control of how many people have jobs. There's tons of things that you're not in control of, right? There's a book that I was looking for. I usually have it close by because I'm always referring to it. It's Black Swan and Fooled by Randomness by Nicholas Nassim Taleb, which this strategy is based off of that, right? So now the return potential is 3 to 10x, right? And now, so as you can see, XRP is already 300%, right? That's 3 times on your money. If you get 100% on your investment in returns from the point that you bought in, the price point, from the point that you bought in, if it went up 100%, that's 1 time on your money. 200% is 2 times. 300% is 3 times, right? So if you put all of that $1,000 into that market, into that investment, and it went up 300%, you made $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, right? But don't forget, you invested $1,000, right? So now, so you're really only going to have an unrealized gain of $2,000 because you had to put $1,000 in to make it grow to 3,000, right? So now, the characteristics: established projects with significant market share and lower volatility, right? Now, this isn't always true with the lower volatility because that's why there's an altcoin season and that's why Bitcoin is popping in certain points, right? But let's go back to high market caps being greater than 10 billion, right? So now, the reason why that part is important, right, is because, oh, what did I do? Sorry, guys. Bad flow there, right? So now, as you can see, we go back to market cap. Bitcoin's market cap is $1.9 trillion, right? Ethereum's market cap is 480 billion, right? All of these, 100 billion, 100 billion, 100 billion. Remember, high market cap based on my strategy is anything above 10 billion, right? We haven't gotten into the strategy yet. I'm trying to get you to understand what high market cap is, mid market cap, and then low market cap, right? So now you have the Cardanos, right? The Avalanche, the Polka Dots, right? You got H bar, which crept into the top 10 just over this past week. I'm killing it on H bar. And I'm still long on H bar, but that doesn't mean buy it after it's up 600%. Just don't. As you can see, this is something else. Why I said it's up 600% is because I know. As you see how 1 hour it's down 1%, 12%, and then it's up 12, 13%, and then up 97%, right? So what you have there, right, is that this is up 100%. But what you don't see in the background is that it's up 600%. So let's just say that if someone's like, it's only up 100% this week, right? Oh, it's only up 13%. You don't have much meat on the bone if you zoom out to 90 days, which is what I like, right? And we'll just keep it simple and see that it went up 600%, right? So technically, it was up 500% a week ago, and over the past week, it went up another 97%, which makes it 600%. Then in the day, it went up 13%, right? And then all of these are adjacent, right? But now let's go back. So right there, near protocol would be the cutoff for high market caps, right? Because it's under 10 billion, right? Now, you can be super speculative and then think about that, but that's on you, right? You are a big boy, big girl. You can make your own decisions, right? And these are the things that I want you to understand, right? Is that now, when you get, let me make sure that, who's this? Someone's calling me. Let me put my phone on D&D just for a little bit. All right. So now, let's go back to the strategy. That was why it's under 10, right? You can speculate whether it be if 9 billion is close enough for you. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. You're a big boy and girl. You can make your own decisions. Let's go back to mid-market cap, right? Mid-market cap is anything below 10 billion and above 500 million. Now that's a wide gap, my friend. Just so you know, I'm just telling you off the muscle, right? Because look at this. You already got Near, Render, BitTensor, Caspa, Algorand, Cosmos, right? And all of these, right? Here's the thing. This is where rebalancing comes in, right? This is why knowing how much capital you're going to consistently invest, right? Because once you look, right, and you already got a bag in Algorand, right? So this is the opportunity cost of money that you're trying to learn right now, right? Is that so once you realize that Algorand could easily be $12 billion, right? That would be, as a mid-market cap, right? It would be 3%. 3 times on your money, right? If it went to 12 billion, that's 3 times on your money. 4 times 3 is 12. So if it went to 12 billion, this is why I use the market cap, right? Now, the thing that affects that is the speed and how many tokens are in circulation, right? Because there's a lot of ways that they can create inflation in tokens, which is why the scarcity of Bitcoin is one of the most powerful things, why you should always buy the top on Bitcoin. Not financial advice. You shouldn't always buy the top on Bitcoin, right? But I think most people should be long-term on Bitcoin, at least 5 years. Your investment in Bitcoin is 5 years away. And I want you to go back and look. If you would have just been long-term 5 years on Bitcoin, you started 5 years ago and started treating it like you weren't trying to get rich overnight. That's mindset. That's the part that I'm trying to tell you. The reason that you are trying to get rich quick all the time is the reason why you keep fumbling the bag in these investments, right? Then what happens is maybe you've been holding something, XRP, for a long time and missing the opportunity cost in other projects because you didn't know how to see opportunities. And I'm about to cook XRP later, guys. Stick around. So anyhow, right? So as you can see, these are all the ones above $1 billion. So you already know in the watch list, right? So now, this is in my watch list. I went to my watch list because this is easier to see, right? So now, as you can see, these are mid-market caps. Ondo is a monster. Like, I don't care. Like, you won't see Ondo until, let me see, I'm still sharing my screen, right? You won't get the Ondo play until you see, which one is it? Which one is it? This is what. Come on, load up. All right. January 20th, 2025. This day right here, and then miss me with all that political stuff, man. You guys, like, I think people overvalue what people think too much. I'm not an emotional person, right? I'm only focused on making money, growing, and then not even chilling with the people who are overly like. I don't have to hang out with people. You don't either. Just remember that. You can believe whatever you want. You have to like me, really, but you should listen to me. So then, anyhow, right? So now that's going to be a huge day. Why? And this is the same thing that I'm trying to tell you. The motion that's happening right now is still something that's important, right? Because Trump is pro crypto, right? Ondo needs regulation. It needs regulatory clarity. But no, in the group, join the free community or comment on this Facebook post to remind me to do some content around Ondo. I'll probably do it later today, right? So you got the sandbox, got some metaverse play, Gala Games, right? And then so all of these are above 500 million, right? So then, boom, where do I go? DYDX? There we go. Where does it stop? All right, so Pax Gold, right? Pax Gold is where the 500 market cap stops, right? So let's go back to this strategy, right? Mint market cap is anywhere between 10 billion, 500 million, right? So this has moderate risk, which moderate in crypto still means that you might have to get off the ropes, right? But if you go to the upper side where you're closer to the billion side, like up to above 5 billion in this, right? But this is why this is the middle, like this strategy works out because emotionally people are going to chase a lot of rabbits, right? And this, because I did, right? And then so what this did was help me figure, once I figured out the market capitalization part, that was making me able to hone into it, right? And I don't care what no one says, like I've been consistently profitable in growing my portfolio every year, right? That's why you should listen to me. Because I don't come from money. I didn't inherit a big lump sum check or anything like that. I invested $40 a week, made $14,000, invested it into the market. And I was like, and I wasn't just working. There's other things that I'm good at that helped me get money into the market. The real reason why I'm making this content is that every one of you guys should be in some way trying to figure out how you can be a part-time investor, even if your part-time is only working 3 hours a week on it, right? And then because no one's that busy. If you were that busy, there's a saying that one of my mentors told me, right? If you have money, you don't have to worry about time, right? But if you have no time, that means you usually have no money. And there's a lot to be said. It doesn't mean that people with money aren't busy, right? It just means that if this is only to the people who are financially struggling, right? People who don't have time and then like want to invest, like you don't have to, and you don't have to, and don't be complicated, right? Don't make it complicated. If you're trying to get some exposure to crypto, just buy Bitcoin. Just buy Ethereum. Keep it simple. Now, but if you want to make money in crypto, you still will make money in Bitcoin. I mean, like it's up 50%. What's 50% on your money, right? So now, anyhow, see how the return potential is 10 to 40x on your money, right? The 10 times on your money, something like 10 billion can go, a project that's really powerful could usually end up going to like 100 billion, right? That's 10 times on 10 billion, right? So that's what market capitalization. How much do you expect that to go up and how much time, right? So now, Next, we got the low market caps, and that's where I'm playing at now. And don't monkey see, monkey do me. I know what I'm doing, right? The VIP community is for people that are so serious about investing that they would pay me to get my advice on something. Free people want free things with a lot of return, right? They don't want to invest anything. That's why I charge for that, because emotionally, I already know how people act. Google's free. Consultations are free with financial advisors. Asking a mortgage broker about buying a house is free. Asking a realtor about your house is free. But free people get free results, right? But the low market cap, like you can go ahead and YOLO do whatever you want. I'm going to tell you what it does, right? But I'm very apprehensive about talking about those things publicly, except for Aerial Drone Finance, which isn't. See, an example of the low market caps going up to, where is it? Let me see right now. Let's go. I want to show you something. Aerial Drone Finance, because that's one that I publicly talk about. And the reason why is because it was on Coinbase. And I just knew once Coinbase had something, look at it. I remember when Aerial Drone Finance was here, 186 million, right? You're about to see something here. Look at Aerial Drone. It cracked the top 100, right? 1.6 billion, right? The perfect example of what I'm talking about is Aerial Drone Finance, right? Let's load some data up. Dang, that's taking forever. My kids are on the Roblox. The Roblox servers is eating up my live stream. So anyhow, you see how it's 1.6 billion right there, right? Let's go to the all-time chart here, right? Aerial Drone is just a beautiful looking chart. See, that's what you want to see. ICP doesn't look like that. Like, let me, that's what healthy volatility looks like. You see that? Up, down, stagnant, not red, never past that dotted line, right? As you can see, it never passed this dot. I pointed at the screen. See, there's a dotted line right here. Now, watch. I want to show you inside of the VIP community, right? I was here, right? Where is it? Right there. Where is it? 40 cents. It was at 40 cents. The first time I spoke about it, right? I cashed out here, right? But when it came out, it was here. 10 cents. And then right there, right? 50 cents was the first time. I think it was 63 cents. So let me see, where was it at? It was like 60. I put it on Facebook. Right here. It's like right there in March. Like around 68 cents right there, right? That's where I first. Then it pumped to here. Boom. Let me get some of that. I took some money out, right? It came down. I put some more money in. Then it came back up. All-time high. I cashed out. Realized some money. It came down to here. I go inside my VIP community. Yo, Aerial Drone at 40 cents. See, this is why you would pay me, right? You would need someone to talk you off the ledge who knows the ins and outs of Aerial Drone Finance, right? You need to know someone who knows and can talk you off. I'm going to sell all my stuff, right? Every consultation I hear that all the time. All the time, that's what I hear. Oh man, I was in there, but I sold my stuff. Yeah, because you're an emotional train wreck, right? Like you invested money you couldn't afford to let mature, right? You needed that money. You needed it. And you needed a home run. That's Gucci. It's fine, right? But once you have that reality with yourself, right? It's like, man, even if I go broke, I'm not moving my investment. You have to allow maturation on your investments. Everybody wants get rich quick. That's how everyone did it. That's what the same people who complain about billionaires and stuff like that. You're not long enough. Someone can give you $300,000, right? And give you access to people on Wall Street and have connections, and you still wouldn't build Amazon. Guaranteed. Most people can't even build a successful landscaping company. And they can come from money, enough money to have 40 bands to go buy the equipment, the truck, the trailer, have all those connections, right? But still, you have to have the business acumen in order to actually be able to make money, right? So now this is what I'm trying to tell you, right? So I was telling you about Aerodrome Finance, right? And now let me go up here, right? If you go up to the top, let me see, right? You go here, and then you're going to hit market cap because this is what I'm trying to show you, right? So now let me go back. I'm tripping. Let's start here. So when I first told people about Aerodrome Finance, it was, I'm looking for the date. What was the date? The date, the date. There we go, 65 cents. March 17th, right? So we're going to go over here to March 17th. Look at this. Look at, somebody come look at this. March 17th. Aerodrome Finance was at $15 million in market capitalization. This is me explaining to you what the barbell strategy is trying to prove to you. This is just off market cap, right? Yo, you invest and hope that one day the token that you have, not the price, that's why I don't know how far is this going to run, right? I only look at market capitalization as a tool and resource on how much money do I believe that can come in this. Aerodrome Finance is a liquidity provider for the base network, meaning that other people put hypothecated, they want hypothecated tokens and projects. They put their money onto Aerodrome Finance to provide liquidity. Then base loans out their money from collateralized loans, and they pay out an interest on it, right? Aerodrome does this, right? So now go back. If 15 million, right, to 1.6 billion, right? Now let me do some math for you here. Here's my math. I'm going to do some, get my calculator up. There we go. So what? We're looking at 15 million, right? Actually, what, 1.6 billion. That's what I was doing. My math was tripping. Oh, let me do this in front of you so you can see. Let me bring this to the second screen. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. All right. So this is just simple math that I'm going to do, right? We're going to do, oops, 15 million, right? Oh, I'm tripping. It's 6 billion, all right? 1.6 billion divided by 15 million, right? Equals, boom, 106 times on your money. There you go. 106 times on your money. You know what that's called? A 10Xer. Shout out to Uncle G. So that's 10 times on your money, right? Hear me out. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That was 10 times on your money. That means $1,000 would have been 10 G's. If you would have bought when I initially had posted about it and let it ride till today, 10 G's. That was a 10X. Now, here's the other thing that people don't realize is emotionally, do you have what it takes to either realize the profits and stay in the game? Because what if it keeps running? But are you not going to take $10,000 off the table because you're too greedy? And then, yeah, you're going to pay the capital gains tax. Uncle Sam's wants theirs. And once you understand that, that's what's going to happen, right? So now, let me finish up this here now. So now that you can understand, the low market caps is anything under 500 million. And as you can see, I was telling you about Aerodrome Finance when it was only 15 million. And now, I just want you guys to understand how this works. Now, so let's go. Let's see the rest of the crypto barbell strategy, right? So now, there's only two ways to invest. You have extreme safety. I like saying extreme safety. Nothing's extremely safe, right? You allocate, see, focus on high market cap crypto, primarily Bitcoin, along with other top tier projects like Ethereum and anything that I showed you earlier that is above $10 billion in market cap. These assets provide stability and act as a hedge against market volatility, similar to the safe assets in the traditional barbell strategy, which is that of my guy, Nassim Nicholas Taleb. Now, the high risk is going to be 20 to 30% of your portfolio. Now, this is the part where the strategy call with me would help you out. Because me, I'm not a financial advisor. I listen to people, right? I like this, and I like that, right? And this is what I do. This is all I do to balance your portfolio. You're free to do it on your own, right? But in order to deal with people's emotion, I need some money to care. Just like that's why I'm not a financial advisor. But you still would have to pay a certain percentage fee of a financial advisor. Eventually, you have to pay them too. But see, me, I'm not here to be your big bro. You know, you got to do what you got to do, right? So now it's 70 to 80% of the portfolio. Now, here's the thing. What if you like Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Good. Make it 70 to 80% of your portfolio. Sometimes if you want to make something pop, right? Because you got to think the high risk is 20 to 30% of your portfolio. See, you can break it down as you can see assets, 10 to 15% in mid-market cap projects, right? Then you can put another 10 to 15% in the risky ones. You want to play in the meme coin space? I'm not talking about Dogecoin and Shiba, right? Because those meme coins, they have so much on it, right? Like most people who buy Dogecoin and Shiba, they're buying it because it's a proven meme coin. If I'm going to play in the meme coin space, I'm going full DJ. I'm only going to buy meme coins that are the highest risk, like the MAGA token. I'm taking a big L on it. But I'm still thinking January 20th, I might get some action to break even a little bit. It takes some loss, but I still might sell just to do a wash sale. But that's a strategy for other people, right? So now, anyhow, what I want you to realize, right, is that if you take the extreme safety, right, and you do 70 to 80% of the portfolio, right, you can do, let's see, what's another one? Let me pull up this calculator, right? So we had $1,000, right? We want it to be multiplied by, what do you guys want to do, 70%? Let's do 70% so we have more room to play. All right, so that's $700 of the $1,000 you're going to invest. You put those in the above 10 billion, right? So now let's say that you're a person who you're a bit of a gambler. This is why risk tolerance is one of the things you need to know. And what if I want to put that in 3 different ones? What if I want to do, what if I don't like Bitcoin and I think Bitcoin's too high, right? And then what if I want to do, let's see, let's find something out over here. Go back to my watch list. All right. Let's say what if Bitcoin's too high, right? What if Bitcoin's too high? So we go back here, right? Let me hit back. All I gotta do is go back. Back, forth and forth, all right. Let me see you go. So now, as you can see here, right? Let's go. This is fun. I actually like doing this. That's my favorite part about consultations. I like knowing what I'm talking about. So now, as you can see, you got Sui token, H bar, right? Chain link. Now, see, I wouldn't do H bar. It depends on where you started at, right? If I was just putting money in the market, I wouldn't go H bar. Why? It's up 600%. Emotionally, that's terrible. Like there's still going to be time to put money in H bar, just not today. I would, and I love Chainlink. Chainlink is Bitcoin to me, right? But let's look at it, right? This is real. Taking forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Man, I remember Chainlink was $8 this year. Watch, we about to see. And you know I always talk about Chainlink, and then God, I hate that trolls block me. I hate cowards, man. Like I don't want no smoke. You see how Chainlink in a year? Oh, look, dangerous. Ooh, look at this. Where was it? What was it? $11 was the low in a year. That was no, it was $8 somewhere. I seen it. I seen it. There it is. $9. It was $8 at one point. I know it, but it's saying it was $9. You can't lie with the numbers. All right. So now $9, right? Woo. And I still was like, yeah, I like me some chain link. I like me some chain, and I still buy it all the time, right? I bought some 16. I bought some 9, right? Because my thing is, I think Chainlink can easily be $200. Easy. Overnight. I'm talking about they got real relationships with the bank. Not like XRP. You guys still hoping. You thinking the SEC case is why banks didn't touch it. Boy, he was capping in his rap the whole time. Well, Wells Fargo, why they ain't publicly saying it? I'm about to show you something about XRP at the end here, guys. How much time I got? I got 6 minutes. This is going to be 1 hour long. So anyhow, right? So let's say you go to Chainlink, right? So you could have bought Chainlink. Like, I like Chainlink, right? You come in at Chainlink, and then Chainlink's just above, like that. It was above 10. It was just like, see, Chainlink had 5 billion come into it. See, 1.3 volume, 1.5, 1.3, right? And I'm a hodler. So anyways, let's go back to this calculator. Go back to the calculator. So now let's just say we want Chainlink, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. We're going to divide that by 3, right? Hit equal. So you're going to put like $233, right? And this is the most important thing about investing and having a strategy. Stick to the script. Don't get cute. Shout out to, my boy. You know who you are. Costa Rica boy. Stick to the script. The strategy is, right, that you have $233 of the $700. You put 233 in Bitcoin, 233 in Ethereum, 233 in Chainlink, right? Or let's just say you did it in XRP, right? You have $1,000, right? You got some exposure to XRP, you got some exposure to Bitcoin, right? It's because you want exposure to everything as much as you can, right? I recommend no one has beginners. When you just start, you need at least 5 or 6 tokens that you need exposure to. 5 or 6 minimum, right? So now, anyhow, what you're going to do is now you have 233. Let me write that down, all right? So I don't forget. You have 233, right? So now that you have 233, we have $300 left, right? So now we have $300, right? Let's just say we're going to do that divided by 4, right? Because you want 2 mid-market caps and 2 high risk, right? Now this is real now. $75. Now this is going to be so hard for people to do. Of that $1,000, right? See, I would go 75, 75. And this is if you're going to have $1,000 a month. Remember I said at the beginning, if you had $1,000 a month, right? So now that means in between 4 projects, right? In between 4 projects, right? You can either decide to put all of them in low market cap ones, because it's only $75, right? So let's just say you put $75 in Boo Boo Coin, right? Let's have some fun. Let me show you some DGen stuff, right? Let me give you guys some free game here. Now, if you decide to put more than 10% of all the money you have to invest in this, that's on you. Don't at me on that. Terrible idea. You're an idiot. I don't recommend it. I strongly don't recommend it. I almost don't even want to show you because I think people are stupid, right? Or they're arrogant, right? They'll do their own thing. But you're supposed to be. It's your own stuff, right? So we go down here. We're going total DGen, right? Total DGen. Look at this. Type AI. What is that? 10 million? Right? 10 million. Put 75 in it, right? $75. Now, if that reaches 500 million, right? Just the top of low market caps. This is why it's DGen, right? See about 500 million, right? That. Let me pull out my calculator, right? This is what I want you to know. I want to know what turns you on. See, I'm a fun guy. I'm still fun. All right, so now, let's say, 500 million. This math should be easy, but I like using the calculator when I talk on the internet. So then, and divide it by 10 million. You guys will laugh at me for it, but I'm okay with that. See, I had to make sure. That's 50 times on your money, right? So now this is why this is still fun, right? See, and then greed will get you though. You'll go ahead and be like, what if I put my whole 1,000 on that? And then what if it doesn't reach 500 million? That thing drops. Like, yeah, think if it drops 50%, it's at 5 bands, and then that thing has no momentum. Like, people won't recognize it until it catches 100 million. Right? And then so that's just the way crypto works, right? So what's 75 times 50? You put $75 in and you make $3,750, right? Mind you, just off the $75 alone, you've already outperformed the $1,000. Like you can cash the whole thing out. But remember, Uncle Sam is still lurking. You're going to have to pay like the 30, 35%. In the VIP, I'm about to do a profit taking strategy, right? But just look at that. $75 would have yielded you $375. And this is hypothetical if it reaches 500 million. That's a big what if, right? But we're not talking about a billion. You just needed to go to 500 million, right? So now, and that's off one. Remember, you still got 3 more opportunities to catch the bag before this bull run, right? What's another one, right? Let me give you one. Let me give you another one. Let's play. Let's go Proppy. Proppy's at 158 million. Boy, I've been in Proppy for some time, right? So now, if you go to Proppy right now, right, and then you look at it, and then you're like, I got $75, and realistically, I don't want to say this out loud. Proppy could easily go to 1 billion. Easily, if not more. Go to the website. You'll see why, right? I would say 1 billion would be my exit strategy on Proppy. Like, and then that's why I would keep accumulating Proppy on pullbacks, because the price point when it gets to 1 billion, right, is what? Let's see, 159. Nice. Let's see, 159. Like, see, you don't have to understand this. What I'm trying to tell you, though, is what's 1 billion? 1 divided by 159. Let's do 160. So you're doing 6.25 times on your money, right? So now let's do it. Like, this is still, like, it's not as risky as type AI, so the yield isn't as good, right? But you still got 75 times 6.25, right? Boom, $468, right? Like, you're like, oh, that ain't that much. How? How, Sway? How isn't? You only invested $1,000. Listen to me. This is why the strategy, the community of someone who does really good research, right? Right? I'm feeling myself right now. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I'm excited because I'm finding out people are making money with the stuff, the game I'm spitting. So right? I know some of you going to take, some of you guys are going to play with this, right? And then you're going to find out. So now let's see. Let me move this out the way. Look at Constellation Dag. Still many room to see. Here's another one. This is off the same narrative as XRP, right? This is going to be the climax right here. I'm already 3 minutes over, and I got somewhere to go. All right. So now, anyhow, look at it, 205 million, right? Like this can run. That can touch a Billy too. I already know that's 5 times. I know 5 times 2, 100 times 2. That's 5. That's 5 times on your money, right? And then so, but still, that's what people don't realize. 5 times on your money is 500% return. I don't care about the price, right? Constellation DAG is one of the ones, right? So you get 5 times 75, what? Sorry, guys. I got to be sure with my numbers. 375. So now let me do some math with let me do one more. And then let's just say, but I want to be real with this because I want to show you. I want to keep it a buck. Mind you, you still got Bitcoin, you still got Ethereum, you still got XRP, you still got Chainlink up top. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like, and it's crazy why people don't have this strategy because they're sitting there waiting. Bro, I gotta log off because I'm getting hot. Let me show you, right? So this is what's crazy, right? Let's see, we're under, let's go to the absolute top. Let's do 100 billion, the Kosh network, right? And see, people ain't picking up what I'm talking about, right? See, area drone finance is something that I think you got to watch out for that. But let's go under 500 million. Let's go, which one do I like? Tailcoin. Tailcoin could easily get 3 billion, right? If that thing they just went to court for, that clarity that they're looking to tell you what's 3 billion. Boom, right there, 3 billion divided by 607 million. Ooh. Ooh. 5 times on your money, right? So that's another 5. So it's at 75 times 5. Another 375, right? So now, just off those alone, right? And this is just a hypothetical future outlook, right? Off $1,000 investment. But you do it consistently. This is what's crazy. What, 375 plus 375 plus 375, 468 equals. So just on the 30%, you already got 4,900, right? And let's just say that you earn another you can earn another 10 grand. Let's just say you make $1,000 turn into $14,000 just like that. And then, but here's the thing: if you're doing $1,000 a month, it goes up, and that's what investing is. So I got to wrap this up, but I want to show you something. I'm gonna close with this. A lot of people are always going to fall for the hype on XRP. My thing is I truly believe that XRP and the court case with the SEC was corporate crime to steal the IP of XRP's cross-border payment intellectual property. And part of this is, one, there's already stable coins. Like by the time XRP came out, right? Like they're always fast and all this other stuff, right? But you can already use stable coins on layer 2s that makes it fast just as well, right? So the other thing that you need to know, right, is that if you get in bed with the devil, expect live in hell, right? XRP, no matter they tell you the banking and all this other stuff, all of it sounds good because all of these assets are speculative, unproven. Even Bitcoin itself, I mean, it's verified. Bitcoin does what it says it does, right? XRP does what it says it does, right? But the adoption part is where the real bag is at, right? See, they're going to make an ETF for XRP. They have to. There's so much money in it. You'd be a fool to not have it, right? Like, it's just, but if the thing is, they're not decentralized. Decentralized people aren't going to use XRP, and what I'm trying to tell you. And then and most of their market is based on the fact that banks are going to use it. Now, insert the point that I'm trying to make here. jpmorgan.com, you can see it right up there in that, right? You see the Connexes. They switched it. It was called Linux or something like that. I can't remember what it was, right? So now, I want you to see this right here, right now. Take it all in. Is what you can see is next generation financial infrastructure. Tokenized investments, and what does that say? Faster cross-border payments. Nowhere does it mention XRP. Oh, but that's what they're using in the background. You just don't know it, right? No. Blockchain infrastructure by JP Morgan that reimagines the transfer of money, assets, and financial information, right? Supercharged today, but here it is. Proven solutions to automate, which I've been screaming about automation. Everything, all of this stuff is all about making automation easier, just so you know. And it's like unlock the greater utility of your assets through flexibility and the power of tokenization, right? Exchange payments, payment related information, simply and securely using Link, the world's first bank-led peer-to-peer network for data sharing between institutions and fintech. What do you think Link is? What do you think Link is? I'll show you what Link is. Tap into our industry-leading knowledge of proof of concepts and blockchain to turn your vision into business value. 4 years, it's already been live, right? Look at this. There it is. That's all the proof I need. I'm right. I'm right. I gotta say it again. I'm right. For 4+ years. When was the SEC court case? All right. I rest my case, guys. Anyways, guys, join the private community. Comment the word village on this post. You can join my paid private VIP community by just simply DMing me, guys. And as always, guys, I don't want you to just survive the fourth industrial revolution. I want you to thrive in it. You guys have a great day.